Morning, everybody. Morning, morning, morning. Well, we're looking at our gold box here. Let me turn my trader on. Shit. We got this thing right at the top of the box, man, right at the prior day close. Let me look at this. Huh. Shoot. Man, if we run straight out of the box through the top, I might have to take this. God dang it. What a way to start my week off. I have to take gold right out of the box. Oh my God. I got to take gold right out of the box. Oh God. Dang it. I'm notice I haven't put the order up there. Notice I have not put the order up there. Okay. It's not going to do it. I was getting nervous. That this, right out of the gate, I got to take gold right out of the top of the box. I was getting a little nervous that I was going to have to do that. I just don't feel that confident in it going straight into the prior day close. Strategy says to take it. Scared to death Bob says, I don't know about that. Because, see, we crossed over the prior day close and we haven't tested it. So I was like, oh, God, please don't make me. We did hit it here way at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it worked like a charm. The prior day close to the overnight open and then back up again. But I was a little nervous. Morning, everybody. Ouch. Morning, everybody. Morning. Shit. Yeah. All right. I feel better. I mean, now I don't have shit. Now I don't have anything. What's the gap on this? Let me look. 7017, 685.7, somewhere in that range. 685.6, 685.7. About $1,600. Hey, Recovery. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, everybody. If I didn't say good morning already, I don't know. When I started the stream, I was really focused on what the hell was going on with gold. So I might have missed the hellos. I don't remember. That was a 10-second delay. Now, this is bad. So I don't know if you guys noticed that. So from when this candle closed to when this candle opened, there was a 10-second delay. Why was there a 10-second delay? Because this candle doesn't start forming until an actual price, till an actual contract exchanges hands. So that's not a good sign, because that means we're not getting consistent volume right now. And the gap, I'm looking at the gap in pricing. The gap is running anywhere from 5 to 7 ticks. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I'm hoping we're not going to have the after Easter blues, light volume trading, but we may end up with that. I mean, right now gold is just not looking very. This is where the freaking thing opened, and it's just. Over here, I'm looking at the gaps. Oh, shit. So I hope everybody had a good Easter. My Easter was pretty low key, pretty good. I shouldn't say pretty good. My Easter was good. It was pretty low key, which is good. Man, looks like gold is going to do it. Jesus. Oh, well. There's sure not any conviction about it. Oh, back down again. All right, maybe the conviction's over. See, I think the volume is pretty light in gold. It's pretty easy to turn it around or reject it or move it or, yeah, Jesus, there it goes. Wow. The equities look pretty slack right now, too. Man, we might have to do a lot of sitting on our hands this morning. Jesus. Really? Good morning. What would be a valid entry, Valerez? Are you talking about gold? Because there hasn't been one yet, unless you're going to try to take a short across the box. The box is already formed here. This was the candle that I was waiting for it to come through the top and then take long, because we delayed 2 candles, then went up. There's no longer a long. I play more conservatively and wait for it to come inside the box, which it's inside, but I want it to push down, then push up, and then take it across. Once they don't come straight out of the box, I then wait for the line, this static line, to show me a trade by either coming up, creating space, sit on top of it and go, or come inside, create space, sit on the bottom of it, and then go. That's how I do it. Because I don't want to sit here and, because we failed going long here, I don't want to be short here and have to defend a candle from here to here for it to go here. I just can't. I don't have that. I don't have that type of bankroll to be doing that, or I should say mental fortitude to do that. All right, so now it's going up. Everything's moving right now. That's interesting. It's almost like somebody released some news at 8:45 or something, because all of a sudden all the equities are moving. So what I want gold to do is I want gold to come up here, create some space between the bottom of the candles up here and the top of this line. Then I want it to come back, sit on top of this line, and then take a long. That's what I want to do for an open range break trade. Because it didn't come straight out of the box. This first candle out of the box, that's where I would be long. If it takes its time coming out, then I want it to confirm to me that we're going long by coming out of the box, create space, then test the top of my line, then go. And keep in mind, for those of you doing any of this, at 9 o'clock, that's when oil opens. And you need to anticipate that gold is going to act a little stupid, because it tends to act a little stupid when oil opens, the moment oil opens. And it tends to act stupid when the equities open at 9:30. Other than that, it's free to go. What's kind of frustrating me is we have this damn static line in the middle of all this crap. So like we're sitting on top of that static line, which is what we should be doing. So I'm not getting a clear signal for the long. This damn static line just has to be in the way. Morning, Snow. All right. Did we hit it? Did we hit it? Oh, we might have hit it and I didn't see. No, we didn't hit it. We didn't hit the top of the box. Damn it. Yeah, we did not hit the top of the box here. See, the volume is so light in gold this morning. It's just, It's just not looking good. If you guys remember, I pointed out to you somewhere over here, one of these three candles. Well, either this one or this one, I think. There was a 10-second delay before the candle even started because there was no transactions. That's not a good sign if you're looking to trade. I need some more deliberate move, something more deliberate. See, that didn't have the follow through down to the bottom to the line as it's rotating. It's just, I don't know. So far, nothing for me. So far, nothing for me. In these equities, there's some rotations, but they're small. They're small right now. Oh, did I not wear my hat today? Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I guess no hat treatment. I forgot about that. I got, as you could probably imagine, right there on the other side of my desk, sitting in a chair, I've probably got about 15, 20 hats sitting there, all neatly folded up with each other. Yeah, but CL opens up in a couple minutes. But yes, no, I see that. Yeah. CL is going to open up here in a few minutes too. Well, I guess 10 minutes. I mean, the volume may be light this morning because, I mean, you got to remember, guys, yesterday was Easter. Yesterday was Easter. So, you know, there might be a lot of people traveling home or they got home late last night or whatever. I mean, volumes may be down this morning. Or somebody posted in here that there was, what was it? I guess Trump's talking at 1:00. I mean, who the hell knows? People maybe, even those that are going to trade, might be a little cautious until that's over, not knowing what he's going to say or what's going on, war related or whatnot. You just never know. You just never know. I just know from me looking at gold, I can tell that it is not very tradable. I can see the gaps. So if you go over here and you look, I can see the gaps in pricing between the exchanges. Okay, you can see the bid and the ask. There's a pretty good sized gap. It closes a little, then it expands, and it closes and expands. And you know, it's 5, 6, 7 ticks. And then even on both ends of that, you're looking at 1, 2 contracts. So not very good. Not very good right now. All right. That's okay. We'll find something. We usually do. We find something. Remember, I can't. Nadine, I know you're here. I can't make the market make me money. I have to wait till the market presents opportunities for me to make money. This isn't Call of Duty. You don't just start pushing buttons. This isn't Call of Duty, folks. And this one sat right here from the first contract to the second contract, 15 seconds. So between the contract that started this candle and then the second contract that exchanged, it was a 15 second gap. I mean, come on, man. Yep, I'm on cup 2 here. I tell you guys, if you need the energy, the excitement of things going on, you can always. Well, I don't have one here, but I can get one put on. But you can always screw around on a sim account too. I don't have one linked up right now, but I can turn one on. I just don't have it turned on. You can always screw around on a sim account. Oh, see, we are on the top of the box. Maybe it'll run up. I mean, this is looking like finally we've hit whoever brought up setups. This was the first setup so far in the box that I would be willing to take. We finally tested the top of the box after creating space, but I didn't take it because there's just no volume pushing it. But this is the first one right here because we missed it here, went up, and then we finally hit it here. And it was nice too, really, if we had some freaking volume because you had an inside candle to this one here. After the big little hammer down, oh my God. I mean, it's a great setup, just no freaking volume. It's a great setup. Great setup for a long, no volume. And down it goes again. Jesus. Whoa. Ouch. Ouch. Jesus. Oh, there goes my back. That felt good, actually. Oh, man. All right. So we are 2 minutes and 15 seconds from oil opening. Hopefully gold starts getting off its arse then, or doing something, start actually exchanging some volume. And the reason I've been starting these live streams early lately is because of gold. And then gold, ever since I've started doing these live streams early, gold has gone like to sleep. Like it hasn't done shit. Ever since I've started these things early, gold hasn't done a damn thing. right, what are we at here? This is just sad right here. This is just sad. Thank God I'm not in the midst of this garbage losing my money. Holy cow. Just sad. All right. So see how oil just opened. So gold had a quick spike there, then it stopped. It didn't break this down pivot. Otherwise, I'd potentially be looking for a short here. It did not break this down pivot right there. So see that? It did not break this down pivot. If it had gone through it by a wick and then back up here, this would be possibly a good spot for a short back down to the mid band or across the box. Because I do think now that oil is open, the volume's going to come a little bit. But damn, I needed it to break that down pivot. Then you can see it's just gone right to sleep. There's no contracts exchanging right here. None. There you go. There's one. Needed to break that pivot by a tick. Remember the footprints in the sand. If that had broken it by a tick, I would be in this short right here. If it had broken this freaking pivot, I would be in this short right here. Absolutely. But it didn't do it. So, I mean, I'm not in it, obviously. Fart. Yeah, Thomas, I forgot to do it this weekend. It's not in my computer. It's in my phone. So I got to send it from my phone to my computer. And then I got to get my computer to send it to you. I got your message. I just, somebody brought alcohol to Easter for me. What do you want? Somebody brought alcohol to my Easter. All right, let's see here. Oil is creating its box right now. So we've had a couple of rejections off the prior day close. We have not gotten down into these levels. All right. All right. What are we doing here? Jesus. And then this just turned into garbage here. That didn't work. But, well, we did finally break these pivots. Hold on here. Let me see if I can get an inside candle here, and then I'll try the short. Yeah, we did break these pivots here. So stay up here. Stay up here for now. Don't come straight down. You're going to come straight down, aren't you? Aren't you POS? Yes, you are. Damn it. Fart. Yeah, this was it. God dang it. Damn it. Come back up one more time. Come on. Give me a chance. Jesus. Yeah. God dang it. I was afraid of this. This was the run. It just, I didn't want to chase it out in the middle of space like this. Not on the front half of the rotation. The second half of the rotation, I would be more aggressive because there you go. Because it runs through the second half. Fuck! Damn it. It runs through the second half faster than it does the first. I can't believe that. I knew this was the rotation when they broke that pivot right here and rolled up. But the problem was my entry was way the hell down here. God dang it. I just can't. Well, with micros, I can do it. I can't do that with a full contract. Just fuck. There it was. So that was it. It was that subtle. It was that subtle. Remember I said it didn't break this pivot here when it rotated up. So I stayed out of it. Then it came down and it ran back up after it broke this pivot. That was the rotation. It's just I'm so far out. If I'm entering here, this is my defense spot. I'm having to defend right at $500. God dang it. God dang it. That was it. It's that subtle to see it. It's that subtle. It's literally that subtle. I just couldn't do it. So I didn't get it. So now I gotta, when you should anticipate it to kind of get hung up here and then rotate the rest of the way. But again, the market's short, so it's much easier for me to see this stuff long than short. God damn it. That was it. Broke that freaking pivot right there. Fuck. I knew it. And all they were doing, all gold was doing, so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. They were just waiting for oil to open and get that noise out of the way and then do the rotation. And here it is. So here's your mid-band one, boom, back down to here. God damn it. Fuck. Shit. Well, I was begging for it. When this candle opened up, I was begging for it to give me that one more chance. I was begging for it because I knew this was over. I knew it was over, but I just couldn't chase it. God dang it. I mean, if you go back and watch, you'll see when this candle right here, this red one opened, I was begging for it to give me one more pullback. Please give me one more, because that was the trade. But I just didn't want to risk $500+ to catch that rotation. Fuck it. Jesus, man. Jesus, goddamn. All right. Well, you can't win them all. Now, I mean, I'm not done. All right. Just so everybody knows. Because this could come through the bottom of the box, come back in, sit on top of it, and rotate the other way. I mean, I've seen that multiple times. It doesn't mean it's done. Or it may come through this box and then test the bottom of the bottom of the box and reject back down to the overnight open. I mean, there's a lot of scenarios right now still. But damn it. I knew when this candle did what it did, I just needed you to rotate one more time and give me that chance. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, there's myriads of setups that I look for every day. And, you know, honestly, all it takes is one that I feel real confident in. And, you know, I can turn the rotation and make $1,000 and I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. This would have been $1,000 already here, but it just didn't give me what I needed. It didn't give me, you know, it didn't give me the entrance I want. I mean, I'm just not going to risk $1,000. I'm not going to risk over $500 for 1,000 when the pattern isn't exactly what I want. But you saw that they fucking broke this pivot, right? They broke these up pivots. They broke them on the downside, and then that was it. That was it. And I was frustrated they didn't do it with this candle, because if they had done it with this candle when they rotated up, that would have been the trade there. Boom, bam, just like that. Just like that. So now we just got to watch for the same kind of crap in oil. Once its box is formed. Farfignugan. Anybody catch that PriorDay open long in the ES? I don't know if anybody did. That was a pretty nice setup, man. It's up 6 points right now. And it's north of its red line, so I would not be surprised if it's a 10-pointer. And I'm a tad confused here in gold because it did not clear through the bottom here. It did not clear through the bottom here. It did not come to the bottom. Strange. But that did go for $1,000. Jesus. That's what my ATM setting is for these trades is $1,000. The way it dropped down like that, I probably wouldn't have had time to move my target. I mean, this candle right here just bam. Jesus. Bam. That candle just woof. All right. Something will happen. Something will happen. We're just going to have to wait on the equities to open now because we're too late. But the ES has had a nice zing PriorDay open. Two candles topped out at the same spot, and then wham, nice shot. See, two candles in a row that topped out in the same spot, and then off to the races in the ES. Off to the races. Oh, shoot. All right. Well, oil may just come right out of the box. Well, oil may come right out of the box. Hold on here. Let me turn this thing on. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but that is the 1 minute gold line, but it's not a setup. We already 1 minute gold line right here. So this is we've already done it once. That's what this was basically, along with the bottom of the box and prior day close. Shit, there was a whole bunch of reasons for me to take that damn $1,000 and put it in my freaking pocket. But I didn't do it. Because why do I need $1,000? Why do I need $1,000? I don't know. Why would I need $1,000? You don't need $1,000. I'd rather sit here and explain the trade before it happens, point it out while it's happening, and still not take it and have it go get $1,000. That's exactly what I'd like to do, because that's exactly what the fuck I did. That's exactly what I did. Sat here and explained the trade. From the point it did this, I explained what we needed to have happen. And then it goes and does it. And I don't do it. So like in gold, for example, I mean, not gold, oil, we never had a 1 minute gold line test yet. See how we crossed it here, came down, never hit the 1 minute, and we're creating a new high. So pattern wise, this rotation, if it would go straight into that 1 minute gold line, that's a 1 minute gold line trade long, pattern wise. Because we haven't been here yet. We just crossed over it and ran away. So this line should be anticipated support the first time we come to it, if I'm making sense. But everything is being very lethargic. Are we going to the prior day close? Maybe. Come on. All right, let's look at this here. This is 12:06. I need you to come back more. Come back. Come back. Hit both the top of this box and this 1 minute gold line. Come on, let's do that. Rotate back up to here. Come on. Let's do that. Good job, MB. Okay. I need the sharks in the tank, man. The sharks are not in the tank. It's very obvious to me. The sharks are not in the tank right now. I need the damn sharks to show up. Need the sharks to show up. When the sharks are in the tank, it's obvious. You can see it. It's like a punch in the face. Right now, this was the most sharkish move right here that I froze on right there. That's it so far. The long off the prior day open in the ES, that was definitely pretty sharky because it ran pretty good, pretty straight. So just kind of bring something up here on this. So this was the trade I talked about. We came straight down here, ran up, and then straight down here again. So this might be a very large W. I mean, think about this. From here to here, here to here. We would want this leg to stay. No, I just broke it. Forget it. All right, forget it. You know what? So what we wanted this leg to do was hold this above this pivot and then rotate from here through. That's what we would have wanted. It's beautiful, huge. This is a very large W. Remember, the larger the W or the larger the M, the more money you're going to make because your rotation from here up is got to be minimum through that pivot. And once it goes through that pivot, that's when you expect it to come and test and then rotate up to your high. Okay. So, I mean, your minimum looking from say 23 to 30, but you want it to break through that pivot, come back, sit on here as support and then rotate because that's your footprint in the sand. Your footprint in the sand is breaking this pivot to the long side, then pulling back into support and then rotating through that back up to this pivot. I mean, it's literally like walking upstairs. Beautiful. That's a classic, beautiful W. And I mean, if that rotation had done it, of course, we got to have freaking open in freaking 6 minutes and all that bullshit to ruin this beautiful setup. But I mean, you're going to 23 to 39. That's 16 points. It's a great, because in a deliberate. That's sharks in the tank. Deliberate. Oh, I wasn't even looking. Gold finally did it. God dang it. Gold finally did it. It did what I said. It crossed the box, came through it, and then it's back out the other way. While I was explaining they waited for me to quit looking. While I was explaining the ES situation, they finally closed out the box, and now they're rotating it back to the other side of the box. It's just insanity. Just insanity. There it goes. Just insanity. Once again, the big problem is the size of these candles. You're defending this candle right here. That's like $1,300 to defend that candle. For a rotation that even if it does it from here to here, let me get this right, 91 to 01, 02, you're looking at $1,200. Oh, is that ES going to work? It probably is. What a beautiful setup. See, inside candle, another inside candle. Notice as soon as the top of the second, oh my God, Jesus, holy cow, look at this. Look at this. So you had an inside candle, another inside candle. They opened up, went through the bottom of this inside candle and then back out the top. Oh my God, that's such a beautiful scenario. And you could see all the money that was stacked up for this side of the equation. All the money stacked up for that side of the equation. But again, we're getting way too close to the market opening. I'm not doing that stuff. Way too close to the market opening. But the pattern was absolutely gorgeous. That pattern is just gorgeous, except it broke that pivot to the left. But what they did do to help you was they came back and created two inside candles and then reversed it. So it's like, okay, hold on. I'm not really defending much. Like I'm not risking much money because, if you took this, especially after they blew through the bottom here, once you took this, you're just defending this candle. So 21, 22, you're defending like a point and a half. That's yeah. Show me that exact scenario at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock today. And I'm going to tell you right now, Katie barred the door. I'm taking that thing for 10 plus points. Show me that exact scenario right there in the ES. The ES has been throwing out 10-point trades lately. Just here's 10 points, take them. Here's 10 points, take them. Here's 10 points, take them. I mean, the ES has been literally throwing out 10-point trades lately. And all so smooth and easy. Nice rotations. Holy cow. Yeah, the ES has been a snake charmer lately. I'm telling you. All right, so we are what? We are literally 1 minute from the open. So that means to literally sit on my hands with anything, because oil will get a little squirrely when the equities open, and gold will definitely get squirrely when the equities open. I mean, they just get squirrely. No sense in throwing my money away. I'm confident today that the ES, based on looking at all these pre-market stuff, the ES is going to land me a 10-pointer today. I am confident. I just got to keep glancing at it every once in a while. Because it's a slow-moving elephant, it's easier to see the trades in it, in my opinion, also. Because it is a slow-moving elephant, the ES. It's easier to see the patterns because they happen slower than say NQ or gold. So the market opens, so you can see gold acting stupid here. You can see oil acting stupid here. You finally get a 1 minute gold line set up, but it's when the freaking market opens. you know, which the rotation, if it had done it when it's not the market opening, your rotation is from here to here, about $500. But the market opens and you can't do that. Can't do that. So what I would like it to do is come down here and test the top of the prior day close, potentially for a long. I'm not pulling the equities over for a while because I got to let them open up and then start showing me what they're going to do. All right. Gold, oil, stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here. Don't run off on me yet. Don't run off on me yet. Go through the bottom and then back up. Go through the bottom. Go through the bottom and then back up. Come on. Now go. Don't just sit there. Go. Go. Don't just sit there. Go. There you go. All right. Now, probably looking for somewhere up in here. Come on. Just go. Just go. Don't come back. Come on. Go. Run. No. Run. There you go. Let's go. No, run. What the hell are you doing? Run. Run long. Don't take me out. Ah, it took me out. All right. I'm all right. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Man, ES, the ES, I'm telling you. So the ES went and did it. It went and did it. Broke through that pivot and then rotated up to that high right there. It did it. Just, you know, you got to be in it through the open. You got to be in it through the open. But it did it. It did the freaking pattern. I'll find an easier one than that to take. How about that? I'll find an easier one than that. Oh, is today deadline day? Okay. I don't partake in the news. I find it lowers my IQ. I don't partake in the news. All right, I'm going to watch out for this again because, shoot, hold on here. We had an inside candle here. Jesus, I think we're going to go long again. We had an inside candle here to this candle. Still, the pattern is long, okay, because we've broken all these pivots right here, and that's line to line from here to here. All right. So I'm going to, okay, we blew through the bottom, blew through the bottom. We blew through the bottom here of the inside candle. So if we run back up, I'm going to take that. We blew through the bottom of the inside candle. If we run through the top now, I'm going to take that thing right to here. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, it could mess the market up depending on the resolution to it. The problem is you're negotiating with people whose whole existence revolves around revolves around being basically bullies. I should have taken that trade, obviously, but I didn't. Should have taken that trade, but I didn't. Should have taken that trade. I mean, I was going to take it too, and I just deleted it. Should have taken it. That's going to be the rotation long, isn't it? Yep. Yep, there it is. God dang it. There's my trade that I didn't take. Right back to the overnight open. Yep, right back to the overnight open. God dang it, Bob. I wanted this candle right here, this red one, to be the one that came through the top. I didn't want this candle to be the one going through this candle. I needed this one to go down and up, not this one. All right, good for you, David. Good for you, David. All right, so I am going to, like I said, my goal today, I shouldn't say my goal today, but my thought process today is to find myself an opportunity to steal 10 points in the ES, because I just think that's the one giving all the money lately. I do. I think that's the one that's been donating the most lately. So once we get through the first 15 minutes or so, that's where I'm going to try to pull that one up. This has just turned into a bomb, into a fucking shit show right here. Gold. Damn oil. Damn oil. I should have taken that trade, obviously. Obviously, I should have taken that trade. You got that, CL? All right. Yeah, I wanted this candle to be the one to trigger me. I wanted this candle to trigger me, not this one. The pattern was there. I don't know. Anyways. It's okay. All right, let me get looking at the NQ in the ES. We got 939. Something will happen. Something will happen. Something equity related will happen. I am confident in it. I say that because I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the ES, man, and it is respecting its prior day high. It's respecting its prior day open. I mean, ES is just ting, 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 ting. And that's a good sign, because, I say to people, when you're getting ready to take a trade, look to your left. and see if your patterns are being respected. And if your patterns are being respected, then you should project forward that your patterns are going to continue to be respected. If you look to your left and everything that you think about in trading is not happening to your left, like nothing, none of your moving averages are working, none of your static lines are working, none of that stuff, then, sitting here at this moment in time looking to the right, you're insane if you think it's going to start now just because you pushed a button and bought a contract or sold a contract. If I'm making sense. So the fact that I'm sitting here looking at the ES and it's doing the patterns we talk about and it's rotating from static line to static line and all that kind of stuff, that's a good sign. Same thing. The NQ is doing the same thing, man. It came right down here to the prior day high, which is one of those booger lines. I mean, this is a beast of a line. We cleared all this space, came to it, and look at that. I mean, just beautiful. I mean, so I have optimism for today because of what I'm seeing. I do. I have optimism for today. Good morning, Ryan. I have optimism. I definitely have I'm more optimistic now than I was when I first started this live stream because freaking gold was just looking horrible. I mean, oil just did an exact pattern that I talk about. Of course, I'm the freaking idiot that didn't take it. ES is rotating off of its static lines beautifully. The NQ just took a beautiful pivot off the static line of the prior day high, which again, I talk about this. The prior day high and the prior day low, man, those are key spots for battles. Key spots for battles. And if you look, this is where I talk about the sharks being in the tank. Okay. If you're an average trader and you don't know about this line right here, you're seeing this running down and you're thinking, oh, they're driving it through the floor. Oh, no. They were driving this way to make you think that, to turn it the other way. That's exactly what was going on right there. That means the sharks are in the tank. They're moving from point to point. And that's all I ever want. I want the sharks to be moving things from point to point and then have me see a pattern that meets my eyes so that I can get in and go from that point to that point. And I only have to do it once a day to make a good amount of money. So the fact that I see it happen in front of me and I'm not in it, I don't care. I'm actually more excited because I know the damn things are working. All right, so we're at 9:45 right now. Obviously, none of these equity boxes are going to get blown right out of the top, so we don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about that. I think we had to one time last week, or twice maybe. Yeah, I think twice last week it blew right out of the box, and we had some trades there. But today is not going to be one of those days, which is fine with me. All right. Yep. Yeah. PMI in 15 minutes. Yep. I would have been ignoring that though if we had a trade straight out of the box. I'd have been ignoring the 15-minute stuff. the stuff in 15 minutes for now. Because that if they had blown right out of the box, that trade's a 3 to 5 minute trade at most. But we did not blow right out of the box. Looks like we had a little M pattern here, here, down, up, down. All right, so let me get my NQ over here. Are you going to go right out of the box now? That's too late for that, man. Too late for that. Okay, thank you. I was going to say too late for that. It almost did. Too late for that. All right. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to put the ES on here for now. So look at the ES. It's battling through the prior day high. That's where it's trying to get through. And this one's off its prior day high. Man, that was a nice rotation there in the NQ. Jesus, beautiful rotation. Kind of expected to get hung up though here because this is directly right from the, look at this. So this is in the first 15 minutes. It went from the bottom of the prior day open. This is 2 minutes into the open to the prior day high, back to the prior day open, back to the prior day high. And then back down again. Jesus. But the reason I wasn't even thinking about this out of the box in the NQ is because the ES has not confirmed it's going north of the prior day high yet. See, we have no confirmation. That's why it's rejecting down. It needs to come out, create space, come and test the top, whatever. But it needs to not have candles where they have wick and body below this prior day high. The NQ's trying to go long, but it will not go long until this goes long. Yep, news at 10. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. News at 10. Where am I at? All right. We're in this battle here. Come on. Who's going to win? I think belongs are going to win, but we need this to get out of here. There it is. All right. All right. All right. I think we're waiting. I think it's waiting for the news. I think we're waiting for the news. I think the equities are just going to sit here until the news is over, because I'm looking at all four of them right now, and they're just kind of all stuck. So we just need to wait. Something will happen. All right, we are 3 minutes from the open. Come on, somebody do something. Somebody do something. Somebody do something. Three minutes to the news. 3 minutes to the news. I'm with you, Ryan. I'm with you because I'm at the bottom. All right. There. Fresh cup of coffee. Just in time for the news. 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 So let's see here. Where's the ES right now? Probably up through its high. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, all right. And all right, we're on top of the box. I'm kind of looking for a long here. All right. We are at the prior day high, right? Yeah, prior day high. All right. Jesus. Come on, pull to the prior day high. All right, now I'm going to look for a rotation here. I'm going to look for a rotation here. Once this candle closes. Well, Jesus, nope. Not now. Not now. Hold on. I'm still waiting now. That was pretty ugly. I was hoping we were going to test the top of the prior day high and rotate up, but we did not, obviously. So now what? Damn, that traffic jam. Come on. Okay. All right. All righty then. All righty then. Man. Fart. Sit here and wait for a minute. So we see we're inside this box. We're below the mid band. Pattern wise, it tells you this NQ wants to go down to here. And so for the NQ to go down here, it's going to keep dragging this ES with it. I mean, because it's inside the box too. That's why I was really hoping we'd shoot off the prior day high instead of going inside these boxes, because that just adds adds more frustration for now. Because we're kind of stuck. If they're going to clean out the bottom of the box, they're going to have to do that first before I can start seeing some rotations. Damn it. So in conjunction with that, the RTY went straight up to the prior day high and rejected straight across the box. It's now below the box. It's also possibly setting up for a 1 minute gold line trade to the short side. So I just may be taking that. Come on. No problem. We've been sitting here waiting for something to set up. It looks like the ES is going to go long. Really? Let me look at this. Hold on here. Drag down the YM for a second. Jesus. This is back outside its box here. Heading towards the high. Go YM, go. Pull everything up. Let's go. Okay, now, all right. So we're kind of getting out in space again. So what I want is this to rotate either the top of the box long or this to rotate top of the box long. So I'm looking for. All right. That's what I'm looking for. Just sit here, wait for it. All right. Just waiting for it. Jesus. All right. Man, if these two could agree with each other, because these are the two elephants, the YM and the ES, if they can agree with each other here soon, that would be nice. I'm going to blow this up so we can look at it. If they would line up with each other on the top of the box at the same time for a long, that would be really good. I've been talking about the ES so much, he's starting to like it. Jim Park. Well, it moves really smooth, man. You can load it with contracts and take it. All right, so we almost got them in agreement. Okay, hold on here, everybody. We're almost. I want this to come down a little bit more. Come on, YM. I need you to come down at least to here. If this came to here at the same time, that'd be fine too. But come on, come on. This may be it. This may be the setup I'm waiting for here. Come on. Come on. YM, I need you down a little more. Don't run away on me. Fuck. Down. Down. Crap. All right, well, I'm going to have to take this. Damn it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, go. Do not come back and get me. Go. Just go. All right, there you go. Let's go. There you go. All right. All right. Sick of waiting for everybody agreeing with each other. Come on, let's go. Come on. Go. 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 I need you to keep going. Come on. Keep going. Now, see, I'm watching this YM to my left because once it gets to that prior day high, it's going to hit resistance. So I need the ES to get to my target by then at least. Come on. Come on. Oh, fuck. Don't roll over on me. Don't roll over on me. Go. They're both almost to get. See, that YM, I need that YM is going to slow down when it gets to resistance. So I need the ES to get to my target before then, or me get the hell out. God dang it. You're kidding me. Come on. Go. Come on. You guys have got a little bit more room to go. Come on. Come on. God dang it. You've got more room to go, damn it. Go. Do not roll over. You freaking pig. Do not roll over. All right, come on. Come on. You've got room to go. Come on. There you go. All right. All right. There. Boom. I made some money. Jesus, what a pain in the ass. All right. So see the Y, this is why I put my target there. The YM is hit that prior day high and it's going to slow down there. Okay. That's why I moved my target up on the ES. Probably a mistake. Yeah, there it goes. But anyways, I did say we just had to wait. We had to wait. And finally a setup happened that was nice and smooth. Finally had to wait. We just had to wait. Just had to wait. Yeah, I probably should have been in the YM trade. But that ES was nice. You got that, Thomas? Good for you. Good for you, Thomas. Good for you. Yeah, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. It just took forever for something to finally happen. And it, just fortunately, it was the two elephants at the same time. Because, see, here's the interesting part. While I'm sitting there waiting for these two elephants to move, I mean, this damn thing didn't do a damn thing. Ironically, the NQ didn't do a damn thing. So anyways, but I moved my target down. If this line, so let me explain something to you. If this prior day high was not above the YM right here, I would have let this roll up higher. But because this was here, I kind of estimated about the time we were going to hit it here in the YM. I kind of picked a spot, if that makes sense. you got to look at what's going on with everybody else, especially the other elephant in the room, which is the YM. And it had a major resistance line above it. So this is not going to easily flow, say, back to its pivot. Now, this trade should go from here to here, but it's going to have a hard time doing it because of this right here. But it should go from here to here. Good job, Desiree. Well, we took a long time picking our nose this morning, but we finally got a trade. Finally got a trade at 10:20. Finally got a trade at 10:20. And we're going to sit here, unfortunately, because this YM is stuck in this static line. You can see the battle here, okay? This is the battle I anticipated. And look at how the candles are matching. Green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. I mean, I knew the battle was going to happen roughly here because this was when we reached here. And so I didn't want to be in that battle. So I wanted to at least secure my, I guess, like $600 there. I just wanted to at least secure my money and then let them have a battle. You understand what I'm saying? Just let them sit here and piss and moan back and forth, because that's what they're going to do right now. Like I said, if this had not been right here, I would have been taking that rotation up through further, at least 10 points. It might have even gotten 10 points. Did it? No, it was just short of 10 points. Just short of 10 points. It didn't quite get 10 points on that rotation. Anyways, it's a good setup. It was a good setup. I hope everybody can kind of see what I'm looking at. That's the whole point of me doing these videos. And not only that, we had a crossover, 1 minute gold line, but really the trade was the top of the box. Big wick through, back out the other side, bam, gone. I wasn't really looking at my P&L. I was looking at my trade, but we might have had 2 ticks of heat once we got in. I mean, because they were pretty. The nice part about that setup too, they were pretty committed to make it go long. I mean, look at these candles. Those are beautiful candles in the ES. Some beautiful candles in the ES. Absolutely beautiful candles. Man, the YM may be doing might be doing an M pattern. Very ugly one, but there it is up to here. Then it went down. Now it's coming back into this prior day high. If this candle closes and it breaks the bottom of it, this stuff's going to be rolling over. This stuff is definitely going to be rolling over if that happens. Yep, rolling over. How did he know? I don't know. How did he know? I don't know. I still think they want to make the market go long. That's my belief. And I say that because this one is, so we got two elephants here. We got the YM and we got the ES. Well, the ES is already north of its prior day high. So what we need to have happen is we need this YM to struggle its way through and get above there. And then we might be able to get some good rotation moving average trades, for the next, 30 minutes to an hour after that. We just need both of them to be in agreement. Right now, they're both in agreement to be long, but they're not in agreement of how far to be long. So we need this one to get through here. And right now it's got an M pattern to go short. So that's, so we're probably going to have to wait a little while. Probably going to have to wait a little while, guys. But that's okay. That was a beautiful rotation. Right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Bam, bam. How many points did I get on that? 675. Almost 7 points. 2 contracts. So what is it? 675? Oh, I made $675 on that trade. Not bad. 675. Not bad. That's enough. Do that every day. Do that every day. That's enough. And see, not to continue to belabor the point, all right? But I think it's important to point it out. This is why I got out here. I anticipated this problem, which was going to cause this problem. But I do believe we are going long. I just want a nice, clean, crisp rotation so I get a long like this, not a long where I'm buying in here and guessing we're going long. For those of you that have watched my channel for the longest time, this is what I seek. I call them the sharks in the tank. And this is a shark right here. Up, back to support, back up. Those are sharks right there. That does not happen by accident. Now, because here's an example. When we're sitting, when this YM is sitting down here, I'm telling you guys, I still think we're going to go long, but I don't want to buy in here and get caught up in the quagmire to find out. I'd rather continue to find the rotations like that so that I'm in and I'm out. Good for you, Thomas. That's exactly what you need to. That's kind of the point I just made. I mean, my ES trade I took was $675. I mean, and it was pain free. I mean, come on, man. Took me almost 2 hours of live stream to finally see it, to see something that was going to be that clear, not something where I'm going, well, I'm pretty sure we're going long. Let's buy it in here and get caught up in this quagmire. No, it was once I knew, from deductive reasoning that we're going long and it's going from right here. So that I'm in and I'm out. And, if you can do that, make $600, $700 in a trade, which, which I just did. I mean, you don't have to rinse, wash, repeat. If the market's not giving you stuff, you can just walk away. It's a good amount of money. It's a very good amount of money. I bet 99% of the people in this YouTube video right now would raise their hands if I said, do you want to be able to just take a trade and make $600 a day and walk away? Yeah. I mean, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'd be raising my hand. Yeah, just let me make $600 a day and let me walk away. Even if it meant I had to sit here and stare at these freaking charts for 2 hours. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to stare at the equities for 2 hours. I just dicking around trying to find something in gold or oil. But, if you want to just do the equities, well, the freaking market opens at 9:30. You really don't have to do a damn thing. You don't need to turn your screens on to at least 9:45. And then so from 9:45 to 10:20. So what, 40 minutes you had to sit here and wait? Exactly, Kevin. Exactly. That's why the number one thing that I can stress, the number one thing I can stress is you just got to be patient. Just wait till the sharks show their head. There's no sharks here. This is all bullshit. Wait till the sharks show their head. And then once the sharks show their head, then you just do deductive reasoning of where they're going and find a rotation point to go with them. I mean, I could sit here all day and do, well, I think they're going long and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not just going to jump into stuff because, again, I think they're going long. I want to have deliberateness so that when I get in the trade, I'm in profit practically immediately, and I'm defending that profit with my stop. And then once I'm comfortable with where my stop is, so that I either lose a little bit of money if it does come back on me, or I get break even or whatever that may be, and then I go and manage my target. Holy shit, Thomas. Yeah, that's excellent. Hey, I just got a text message. Somebody wants to buy my house. Unfortunately, it's the one I live in. So sick and tired of these spam things. Anyways. So here's, there's no sharks in here. We're just in a quagmire. So just sit back, relax. Don't get anxious. Don't start pushing buttons. Don't start guessing. All those things are going to create a situation where you're in the hole and you got to figure out how to dig your way out. David. Acknowledge David. Man, there's something going on. Something going on right now. Something going on right now. Some sort of news release or something. Look at these candles. David, acknowledge me for a second, David. All right, David, are you using a prop firm? And if yes, have you received payouts? I'm not calling you out, I'm asking. Yes, Lucid, did you get payouts? By the way, tell me about Lucid. No payouts? Okay. Then whatever Jim's doing, you need to ignore it. Whatever Jim's doing, you need to ignore. I'm not trying, and Jim will tell you that. You don't need to be doing what he's doing if you haven't been through the prop firm gauntlet and gotten payouts. And I'm trying to get you to where you don't suck, David. And that's why you have to pay attention to the shit that I did this morning, which is real simple stuff. The last thing you need to be looking at is freaking gold. I'm telling you, the last instrument in the whole world besides silver that you need to be looking at is gold. Besides silver. You can add silver into that also. Okay. Thank you, Lindsay. They have contacted me and stuff like that about using them. They have, and I've heard good things about Lucid. Like they seem to be pretty low key. I prefer low key over pomp and circumstance. Because usually pomp and circumstance is distracting you from from reality. Jim and I have joked about getting some prop firm accounts and trading them in here and getting payouts. That's part of the reason I ask, just for something to do. I don't know what happened, but something happened that caused these markets, and it's happening again. So these things need to calm down a little bit before I look for a trade. Okay. All right. Yeah, there you go, Thomas. And who told you to concentrate on the ES, Thomas? Who told you to concentrate on the ES, Thomas? And the irony is that's the fucking trade I took today too, is the ES. Ceasefire rejected. That's it goes back to what I said, man. You're asking for people to ceasefire and or stop whose whole purpose of existence, kind of like North Korea, whose whole purpose of existence is to have an enemy. That's the whole purpose that they exist to their country. Just like North Korea. North Korea needs to have an enemy brainwash and manipulate and keep in power, because their government otherwise is useless. Now North Korea is much worse situation than Iran. I'm not totally equating them, but the tactical mistake that this freaking country made right here was to get involved with a country where the people that you're negotiating with, a ceasefire to them is a loss, because it's another wall to the defense of them controlling that country that gets knocked down. It's just another wall. It's another break to the legitimacy of their government. So it's like trying to negotiate with an insane person. You expect rational decisions. There's no rational decision they're going to make. They're not going to make a rational decision one way or the other. We want a permanent end to the war. Is that what you're talking about, Grand Slam? We actually want a permanent end to the war. I can tell you that. Some guy in Clemens. Yeah, that's it, Thomas. Some guy in Clemens. I forgot I asked that question. Iran wants one in the respect that they're left, that there's no more how do I say this? There's no more movement by the United States, Israel, NATO, doesn't matter, towards the elimination of their existing government. They don't give a rat's ass that people died. They don't care about any of that. All they care about is their own government survival of their regime. They don't care about anything else. And here's the thing. If you even act rational that you do care, it's the guy sitting across the table from you that's in the same regime as you. He just has you eliminated. You know what I mean? Like, they're not allowed to blink. It's just like North Korea. You can't blink. Because if you blink, then they just kill you. Not the Americans kill you. Your own government kills you. There's big mistake going over there. Big mistake going over there. Bombing those people. Because they don't care. They don't care. They don't value life. Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. Anna, you're 1,000%. You hit the hammer on the nail. The U.S. needs war. We always need war. So, I mean, we always need war. Oh, yeah, God, we got to, the greatest invention in the world was the war on terror. That was ingenious by the Bush administration. People should be swinging from a rope because of that. But anyways, and I'm not talking about people from on the other in the rest of the world. I'm talking about people in my own fucking country. Should be swinging from a rope for that. But anyways, yeah, the U.S. unfortunately, as Eisenhower said, will continue to create war because we need war now. Man, this stuff is going to get so we're going to sit in some slop for a while. I don't know. We might be sitting in slop for a while because somebody, the market may be concerned that some other news is going to come out or something else or a reaction or something. I mean, if you go back and you look at our charts right now from this whole morning, we really have not had anything. We got fortunate enough to identify this clean rotation right here. Since then, we haven't had anything. I mean, it's just been garbage. There's nothing here to make money. So I'm going to wait. American Patriot, are you here? American Patriot, are you here? It looks like, I'm going to tell you guys something. I just noticed this. It looks like they froze the oil market before that announcement. There's no oil contracts exchanging on my charts. I guess they froze the oil market based off that news. That's all I can tell. That's weird. God dang, can you imagine if I was in a trade right now? I'd be pissing my pants. I'd literally be pissing my pants. Holy crap. Here, let me shut my data down for a second and restart it. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, I'm thinking before they did the announcement, they shut down the oil market. Yeah. Yeah, I think they shut down the oil market. Interesting. That's not going to help the situation. I've got a yeah. Yeah. Oil is moving for you? Yeah, everybody else's chart is dead. Everybody else's chart is dead. Mine's completely dead. Interesting. So the MCL is moving. Let me go look at my MCL. Yeah, my MCL is moving. That's interesting. My MCL is moving. My CL is not moving. I'm wondering if Ninja froze it because of this news. My broker is Ninja. You know, instead of adjusting the capital requirement, they may have just ceased trading. I don't know. It's probably lightning in a bottle right now to be trading oil. Yeah. Shoot, man. Oh, man, look at that. Ooh, I should have been paying attention. God dang it. Yeah. Yeah, I missed the ES short, man. I'm too busy staring at oil not moving. That's crazy. Yeah, there was definitely a potential short here in the ES. We crossed over the prior day high, broke this up pivot right here, rotated back into it, and there's the rotation. I don't know if we're going to get any follow through, but my MCL is moving T time, but my CL is not. I did check my MCL. My MCL is moving. There goes that short still in ES. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. FedEx showed up. Somebody FedExed me some money. Isn't that nice? Somebody FedExed me some money. All right, let's see. Yeah, my MCL1 worked. It's right here. So my MCL1 is working right here. But my CL1 is just dead. Not doing shit. All right. All right, come on. Somebody do something. All right, so the RTY broke through its pivot right here by a tick, I believe. Let me see this candle close. I can't tell. When this candle closed, if that dot's not there, yep. Oh no, the dot's still there. We did not break. Okay. We did not break. We did not break. Okay. I couldn't tell. So we did not break to the long side. I was going to look for a rotation in the RTY if we had broken through that pivot to the long side, then pulled back. But we did not break through that pivot to the long side. We did not break through that pivot to the long side. Unfortunately. So, Kevin, I agree with what you're saying. Bing, 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 right? The problem is the other elephant is long. There is no rotation short. So you're trying to trade this one short when this one's going long. That's not a good thing to do. Forget the never mind. Let's just say the pattern stayed. Okay. You see what I'm talking about? This one's trying to go long, while this one you're looking at for a short. And it's just prudent if they agree. For example, here's what we were looking at 1019. Here's what we're looking at 1019. Here's the rotation. Here's the rotation. They're in agreement. Does that make sense? What that'll do. So Kevin, what that'll do is it will, in my opinion, looking at simple things like that, what that'll do is that will increase your win rate. Is to just make sure they're in agreement with each other. If they're going to be moving together, so for example, green, green, red, green, green, red, green, green, red, green, green, red. If they're going to move together, you want them to agree together. Make sense? If they're going to move together, you want them to agree together. Of course, as I say that, the damn thing rolls over. But again, we're stuck because this is at the red line. And so this is technically at a red line also after breaking this pivot right here. So, are we going to go long? Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. It's pretty sloppy right now. Yeah. And I'm not, listen, Kevin. I'm not saying these things in any way, shape, or form to belittle anybody or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. I think it's best if I tell you what I see based on years of using this strategy. Am I wrong? Sometimes, absolutely. I mean, but I do a very good job of identifying these things. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really what makes your trading so much less stressful, is if you can identify those where the big green candle is going to be or the big red candle is going to be for your entry. And by the way, these two agree with each other perfectly right here. I just don't want to take this trade. These two do agree with each other perfectly right here to go long. Because this finally rotated to the red line. This crossed over the red line with a pivot from a high that broke this pivot down to the red line long. So, but I mean, I don't foresee this being a powerful move. But it is going to trend itself long, probably. I don't know that there's much in the market right now. Maybe, did somebody say Trump is talking? Yeah, exactly. It's all about predictions. And the higher probability trades, in my opinion, are when multiple markets line up with each other. And when they line up with the exact same pattern like this and this, that's all the merrier. All the merrier. But I think somebody said, Trump was talking at 1:00 today. So, I mean, the markets may stay sideways until he talks. I mean, if you'll notice, guys, let's just take a moment of observation. We're sitting inside the 15-minute range. I mean, we're not going anywhere. And I mean, I predicted a 10-point trade today. I don't see a 10-point trade until we decide to get either short on this market or long on this market, and then have some movement. If I'm making any sense, my CL started moving again, but it's like many minutes late. So let me reload my CL. Let me reload it. There. Huh. Yeah, so now my CL is back in action again. I think. Yeah, these prices are changing. Yeah, now my CL's back in action. That's crazy. I mean, it just shut right off. Yeah, no problem, Chuck. Or Chucky Money. So I think we might just end up having to if it is true that he's going to talk at 1, I just think maybe we're not going to see anything for a while. Because, the market hangs tooth and nail on news. And the main thing to remember is the algos. The algos don't sleep. So they don't care if they're in a trade right now or not in a trade right now. They're computers. They're not people with emotional attachment to what's going on and how many trades they take and how much money they make today and all that kind of shit. Wow. Oh, man. That looks like a short right there. Yep. Short right there to there. Yep. Anyways, so I think I'm going to just shut down for the day so that I don't do something stupid and lose my money that I made right here. So I've told a lot of you guys this. Yeah, oil's working for me too again. Yeah. I've told a lot of you guys this, that lately I have been noticing, later in the afternoon. And again, if the president is talking at 1, maybe like 1:30 or something, once he's finally done talking and stuff, there might be some good rotations because I have seen some really good rotations in the afternoon lately, the last few weeks. And I've without a doubt, I have made more money in the afternoons lately than I have in the morning. Without a doubt. Because I've hit some really good gold rotations in the last few weeks in the afternoon. And I've hit a few NQ ones too. And, they pay out real good money. I hit a gold one last week, I think was like $3,800. I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, I added multiple contracts. By the time I got to where my target was, I was 3 contracts deep. I've hit a few NQ ones, stuff like that, because what happens in the afternoon, if there's not, people sitting around waiting for news and insanity, a lot of times these patterns will start taking over and they'll just rotate. Bing, hit your red line, go up, go inside your 5-minute gold line, bing, go up, go inside your 1-minute gold line, bing, and then it's a sequence, and then run right to a static line or something like that. And that's basically the trade that I took in gold last week. One where I had 2 rotations after my initial entry, and I added a contract each time. And then it rotated up and I got, like I said, like $3,800 or something with the only heat that I took was the initial contract. You got 375. Excellent, Kevin. Excellent. So because we're just sitting here doing this, guys, I mean, we're literally not doing anything. Like there's no idea what way the market's going to go right now. Now we are doing, so let's just talk for just a second. We are starting to create a wedge. We've got this one, and we got this one. Stop it. This one. So we are starting to create a wedge from the top and from the bottom. So, before anything can happen, we got to come out of this wedge either north or south and then rotate into resistance or support. I mean, And if what, these are the best scenarios, by the way, is when you see a wedge, because once the wedge gets broken one way or the other, that's when the market has a tendency to run. It just broke it to the downside. So hold on here. So it just broke that wedge to the downside here. Interesting. But this one has to, for confirmation, this one has to come inside this red line. See, this red line is going to keep pushing the YM long until it goes inside that red line and rotates. It's just ugly. You're trying to make money in the midst of just shit. All right, I'm going to give it just a minute. I'm going to give it just a little bit more of a minute. Oh man, the problem is I have right at this point in time, I have 17 customers that I'm dealing with building houses. I shouldn't say that because I've got 2 I'm done with. I've got 2 I'm done with. So I got 15 customers I'm dealing with to build houses right now. 15. So you're running a live stream in the afternoon is not easy. And I'll tell you how I do it. I'm working on my real job and I just glance over. And if something happens to set up, then I do it. If I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I do in the morning. In the morning, I'm seriously trying to find something so that we do something in the live stream instead of being live and do nothing. In the afternoon, I feel no pressure to take any trades or nothing. It just has to punch me in the face and then I go. You know what I mean? So it's a little different because I really don't care in the afternoon if I hit a trade or not. In the morning, I have that mental focus. I got to hit a trade. This is going to stay like this until this gets below there. Or this goes up there and breaks these 2 pivots and this goes with it. This red line you can see the power of that red line. I mean, it is pushing this YM up. Just keeps pushing it up. And the ES is like, okay, we'll go long. Okay, if you're going to go long, we'll go long. So what we need these dots over here to break, get a rotation back, boom, long. While this is doing the same thing, and then we can, maybe take a long. The problem with that, busy is I have employees that count on me to sell these houses. That's why if you think about it, I'm not sitting here with all the insanity on my phone that I would if I didn't have employees. You know what I mean? Because there's no way I could be. This is Monday. Monday's normally my worst day. If I didn't have employees handling where my contractors are, where my permits are, where my inspections are, that kind of stuff, this phone would be blowing completely off the hook. on a Monday morning. But because I do have those things, I do have employees, it doesn't blow off the hook. But so, if I just traded, which don't get me wrong, I would love to just trade. I'm being honest. I have some very dedicated people that I've worked with for many, many years that I would have to let go. And I don't know about that, They're both primary breadwinners for their family, the two that work for me. When you have employees, man, well, for me personally, having employees makes my life a lot more stressful. I'm not just responsible for myself, which is really the way I prefer life in general, but I couldn't sell all these houses if I didn't have employees. And there's certain things that have to be done on no matter how many customers I have that I just don't want to do. Like if I have to deal with the government, if any of you knew how much I can't stand government, you would get this. But if I'm the one that has to deal with the government in terms of extracting the building permits, asking for the crown for permission to build a fucking house, and then number two, to go through the inspection process. If I had to do that, I wouldn't sell any houses because I don't want to be miserable doing any job that I have. And nothing's more useless than a government official whom does not have any motivation to do their job. They get paid the same amount at the end of the month, regardless if they issue a building permit or not. So they don't really care. That's why we should vote for more government. Yes, more government. If government will fix all our problems, trust me. So let me equate it to this. Those of you that have been to the DMV, that's what it's like getting a building permit. It's like going to the DMV. And if I have to go to you guys don't know this, but I have a funny story. I drove in the state of North Carolina for 5 years with an expired driver's license because I refused to go to deal with the DMV. Because there was a period of time here in North Carolina where they issued driver's licenses to anybody that came in and took a test. So if you sit there and think about it a minute, what does that mean, Bob? Or what that means is you didn't have to prove that you were a citizen in the United States. You just had to come in and take the test. You have any idea what our DMV lines look like? I refused to sit in that line and renew my driver's license. So for 5 years, I drove without a valid driver's license. That's how much I can't stand government. That's how much I can't stand government. Yeah, bureaucrats. Just, you motivate people the wrong way when you hire bureaucrats. Well, first of all, you don't motivate them. You demotivate them. Because all you do is just pay them to show up or not show up. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, for 5 years, I drove without a valid driver's license. 5 years. So then they outlawed this, not proving that you belong in this country in the first place to get a driver's license. And I show up to the DMV one morning. And this is a true story. And I parked my car, and again, I had been driving for so many years with an expired license. It's like my mind didn't even, So I go in and I hand my license to the guy behind the counter. There wasn't a soul in the place other than the employees. And he sits there and he looks at my license and he looks at me and he looks at my license and he looks at me. I mean, he does this like about 4 or 5 times. And he says to me, sir, how did you get here? And I go, you see that Cadillac right there? He goes, yeah. I said, I drove it here. I.e., I just sat right there and admitted to the bureaucrat that I drove illegally. What are you going to do about it? So he says to me, he says, well, why haven't you gotten your license renewed? I said, because I'm not standing in line all the way out the door for the last 5 years to renew my license. So they made me do the driving test again. This is a true story. They made me do the driving test. So I had to do the written test. So I sit down. I got 100% on the written test, just like that. So then they said, okay, you need to go down and you need to go talk to Joe down there, and Joe's going to take you for a driving test. This is a true story. So I get back to the end where Joe's office was, and I walk in there with my little piece of paper and shit, telling him I need a driving test. And Joe looks at me. True story. Joe looks at me and he says, are you the guy with the Cadillac out there? I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, I heard about you. He says, he says, do you like coffee? I said, yeah, I like coffee. He says, good. Drive me over to Dunkin' Donuts and drive me back. And we'll get a coffee and that'll be your driving test. Well, the Dunkin' Donuts is literally not even a half a mile away from the DMV. So I drove over to the Dunkin' Donuts, went through the drive-thru, bought 2 coffees, handed one to him, brought him back, and they gave me my license. Funny stuff, man. So I hire people to deal with the government, to get me my building permits and to deal with the building officials. Because if I had to deal with them, I wouldn't be doing this business. That is a good story, isn't it, David? And it's 100%. It's 100% fact. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the year. It was probably like 2005, I think it was, maybe. I was coming back into the country from Toronto. I flew into probably Detroit or Chicago. I can't remember. And I had to go through customs. And I handed the guy my driver's license. This was before, you had to have a passport to go to Canada. I handed the guy my driver's license. Same thing. He looks at my license. He looks at me. He looks at my license. He looks at me. Remember, I'm coming back into the United States. And he says to me, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck, So I said, is there a problem? He goes, yeah, your license is expired. I said to him, yeah, but I'm not expired. Number one. Number two, I'm not driving a car. And he looks down at the license and he hands it back to me. He says, you can go ahead. I mean, what? Just because my license is expired, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? I'm not driving. I'm walking through the airport. This is a rotation right here. Right here. Yep, there's a rotation right there. Yeah. Yeah. Just chop suey, man. Just chop suey. All right, well, I'm going to shut down because it's obvious we're not going to get rotations. Probably not until at least Trump talks or whatever. So there was my big win of the day. Again, it was a outside the box crossover, space, retest to the top of the box, long. Beautiful setup. My target was created because at the same time, this same instrument, the YM, was running into its prior day high at the same time that we were running up through here, which is why I didn't run my rotation up to here. I anticipated this slowing down once it hit its high, which is exactly what happened here. And therefore, that's why I made that my target. And then we've been below it ever since. So the YM is not pushing through its high. It became the resistance that I thought it would. And there it is. Anyways. No problem, CCW. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can start getting some better rotations a little earlier, get things kind of moving. But I feel fortunate to hit the one I did. And I think if you guys just, again, the one thing I cannot do for you, is replace screen time. I can't do that. That's up to you. It's up to you to look at the charts, look for the rotations, look for the violence, for example, recognize the violence and the reactions. This is non-violence here. This is all bullshit. So this is where your money gets stolen. This is violence. Recognize the violence, look for what the rotations are, take them, hit your targets, make your money. That all comes with screen time. I can't give you screen time. Only you can give yourself screen time. All right, everybody have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.